Hi, this is Jen Mitchell from Solace Divorce Mediation. I am a family law attorney in Illinois. I am a family law mediator and I am a life coach. And I am doing 30 days of Facebook Lives to help serve anyone out there who needs any kind of information with regards to divorce. So if you're just thinking about going through a divorce, if you are going through a divorce, if you've already gone through a divorce, I hope that the things that I'm sharing with you are going to help you get through this time in a high energy manner so you can live the life of your dreams. So every day is going to have a different topic. Today is Tuesday. So on Tuesdays, I want to focus on living life post divorce and have a focus on co parenting because I have three kids. I have a 9-year old, an 8-year old, and a 6-year old. And so I would like to share my story with living life post divorce and co parenting. Um, and also share with you that my background is as a former family law litigation attorney. And so, for anyone out there who is going through this with children, there is tremendous amount of stress and fear that I have seen in my years of doing this whenever a couple is going through divorce with kids. And I think a lot of the issues with regards to children come from this court system that is encouraging parents to fight with one another as opposed to work together to resolve the issues of their divorce. So, my story, I was divorced a year ago. I want to share with you some concerns that I had and fears that I had when I was going through it, even though I was a family law litigation attorney and I had experience in this. But I did have concerns at first, right after the divorce. My co parent, Erin, and I, we weren't talking a ton. And I think that's normal. I think, after you go through the divorce process, you kind of need some time to kind of sort things out on your own and let things settle a little bit. We were always very civil in front of the kids, but we weren't hanging out. And anyone who's gone through this knows, you're typically best friends with this person and you're used to hanging out all the time. And so we weren't doing that right away, of course, normal. And another concern I had with that was when we were talking to each other, seeing each other, I didn't feel like I could really be my complete self around him at that time. And I think a lot of that just stemmed from when you go through a divorce, there's a lot of change that happens within you. Just as a person, you learn and you grow and you change. You're a different person. And I was fearful to show that to Erin only because I felt that I was very different than I was when we were married. And so I kind of hid it and tried to minimize the way that I was at that point to try to make him feel more comfortable. The second thing that I had realized after divorce with co parenting was that it was hard not to see my babies every day. I was used to seeing them every single day. And when you go through a divorce with children, you have a co parenting plan that's put into place. And when you have a co parenting plan, that means that you're both parenting your children and you're typically living in different homes. And so you're not seeing your kids as much. And so that was a second concern that I had post divorce. And the third thing that I had was really this fear of, what's next? What's going to happen now? When you go through a divorce, you leave something, even though it's not working anymore. Maybe it's not giving you the joy and energy that you're looking for in your life. And it's not working the same way as it worked before as a marriage relationship. And when you go through divorce, there's complete unknown. You have no idea what's going to happen to you in your future life. At least when you're married, even if it's not working the way that you want it to, you know what to expect every day. When you go through a divorce, you don't have that. And so I did find myself stuck in this place of, oh my gosh, was this the right thing? What's going to happen next? Having a lot of uncertainty about my future and what that looked like. And the pivotal moment for me and kind of the recognition that I've had now being a year out of it, and I'm still processing it. I think divorce is just a continual journey and different things happen throughout time afterwards, right? But where I'm at now, what I've learned is that time does help. And in the years that I've been doing this, I've become friends with a lot of my past clients. And we talk about divorce all the time because this is one of my passions in life, is to figure out how to get a divorce in a very mindful, respectful, high energy, positive, life-changing manner. And what I can share with you is that the consensus is that 6 months after the divorce is when things start feeling better. And for me, that definitely did apply. About 6 months later, I started feeling better. But I do want to share with you that during that entire time after you get a divorce, and during, but after is what we're talking about now, it is so imperative to really take such good care of yourself and become really selfish with your self care and your self love. And definitely, when I say that, I'm not saying just completely disregard all of your life responsibilities of being a parent or being an employee or owning your business or whatever responsibilities you have. I'm not saying that. You still need to live your life and be responsible and do all those things. But I'm just saying, be very, very selfish with your self care and self love. And so after my divorce, that's exactly what I did. I spent a lot of time on myself, on really digging deep and learning as much as I could about myself, of how I got here and what my part was and what I liked, what I didn't like, what I want for my life moving forward. And I did the processing, and I would use the time away from the kids when the kids were with dad to work on myself. And that's when I would have my deep cries and get everything out and try to get everything out. So when they came back to me, when I was with them again, I could be present with them. And during this time period, I have come to a different understanding about myself, about my relationship with my children, about my relationship with Aaron, my co parent, and just have been able to step back and look at the bigger picture. And I am very grateful and fortunate to have Aaron as my co parent, because he is a very good communicator and he's very good at bringing up the hard conversations that need to be had. And one of the conversations that we did have in the past few months was just this recognition that, we're in this forever. We are in this until one of us dies. We're going to be co parents. We're going to be spending time together as a family. We're going to be seeing each other. And so we might as well make it as good as we can. And so we made a commitment to each other that we're going to have fun and we're going to be nice to one another and we're going to be good in front of the kids and we're just going to enjoy our time together as a family and recognize that we are still a family. We're just a different family than we were before. And through that, Aaron and I now have a really great co-parenting relationship where we can talk and we can hang out in the backyard and talk about what's going on in our lives. And the kids see us doing that, which is great for them to have kind of that peace of mind and understanding that mom and dad are getting along and they like each other. And that's our narrative with them, is that, even though we're not married anymore, we're still friends and we still deeply care for one another and we want the best for one another in our life experience. And so that is something that has shifted through time. And it's been a really, really great shift. The second shift is with regards to the co-parenting plan. That when it first happened, as I shared, I was sad. I wasn't seeing my kids every day. But now I've come to look at co-parenting scheduling differently. Now I look at it as co-parenting is modern day parenting. Truly. I mean, most couples that I work with, both parents are working. And so a co-parenting plan gives you the opportunity to plan your days that are going to best serve you. And so when you're not with your children, you can use that time to get all the work you need to get done, to do all of the self-care that you want to get done. If you want to get your nails done, if you want to go to the gym, if you want to do yoga, meditate, whatever you want to do, they're your days. And you can get all of your stuff done when your kids are with your co-parent, because you know that they are being taken care of, that they are being loved, that everything is great with them. Hopefully you have an open communication plan where at any time you can talk to your kids, they can call you, you can call them. It's very open and very loving and very free and very wonderful. But if you use it this way, then when you do have your kids again, you can be completely present with them and very engaged with them and very grateful for your time with them. And let them know that when you're not with them, you're getting all your life stuff done, So when you are with them, you can be with them. So co-parenting plan to me has now turned out to be this beautiful blessing. And I'm so grateful again that I have a co-parent who I can trust and who I respect and who I have strong communication with. And I know that our kids are good when they are with him. The third thing that this whole time has changed is me really just letting go and accepting whatever is next in my life journey and recognizing and understanding that my marriage, I'm so grateful for that marriage. I'm so grateful for that relationship because I wouldn't be the person that I am today if I wasn't married to Aaron, because he was the exact person to teach me all of these beautiful lessons that I needed to learn to get me where I am right now. And if he and I weren't together, our three children, who I love more than life, wouldn't be those same three children. And so that in and of itself, I'm so, so grateful for. But during this time, I've really opened myself up and really have embraced that life is a journey and that it is okay if I'm not married anymore. It is okay for me to want to do something different. And I've realized that I want to get to the point when I'm 90 years old. I want to be sitting on a porch in a rocking chair, drinking some lemonade. And I want to look back on my whole life and I want to be so happy for my life experience and recognize, like, oh my gosh, I just lived this life. I squeezed it dry, did everything that I wanted to do. And so that's where I'm at now. And I think divorce is something that you can use as a catalyst to change your entire life. You can use it, since it's such a big disruptor, you can use it to clean everything up. Look at everything in your life and see if it's where you want it to be. Are you happy in your job? Are you happy where you live? Are you happy with your relationships, with yourself, with your children, with your friends, with your family? Is everything that's in your life bringing you joy and bringing you energy and bringing you love? And if it's not, then you are in control to change that. So every Tuesday, I'm going to be talking about some post-divorce things. For the next 6 weeks, I'm going to be talking about the power recipe for a successful co-parenting relationship. I'm going to be talking about your parenting agreement. In the state of Illinois, it's called the Allocation of Parental Responsibilities and Parenting Plan, what that is, how it changes over time, what to be mindful of when you are creating it, when you are implementing it, and as you move forward together. I'm going to be talking about just accepting life as it is and give you some helpful tips and tools on how you can embrace your life journey and be excited about every day and be grateful for this wonderful experience that we're all gifted with. I'm going to talk about significant others, because those people, those people, like, they're awful. They're not. I love significant others. They bring wonderful things into your co-parenting family. When I litigated, I saw a lot of issues with significant others. So I have some tools to share with you and some tips that hopefully will make that integration easier for you, just more positive for everyone involved, specifically your children. I'm going to talk about the importance of a shared narrative and what that can do for your co-parenting family and for the benefit of both of you as co-parents. And I'm going to talk about just co-parenting in general and how it truly is a lifelong relationship. It is until the day one of you dies. So I am looking forward to taking this journey with you and to serving you, hopefully helping you get through one of the most difficult emotional experiences of your life. I love shooting in my office here with the Be the Change You Wish to See in the World. I wish for all of you to be that change. And I think COVID is giving us this beautiful opportunity to step back and think about, what we want out of our life and how we want to make this world a better place. So I encourage all of you to do that. Until I see you again, have a great day.